looking back, you kind of, in a way, denounce gang culture.
Yeah, I don't deal with them at all. Like, I don't deal with them at all. And the crazy thing about it is, bro, like, you can see it. You can see that when you in it. But for some reason, you convincing yourself that it's cool. You convincing yourself of a norm. It's just like people who are in abusive relationships. You know this abuser is never gonna change, and for some reason you don't want to walk away from the abuser. And with me, it's when you don't know who you are. Like you having an identity crisis. Like you know for a fact, like you're not being, because me on the spiritual, you ain't being who the Most High created you to be. How when somebody else got control of you? When you can get a phone call and say, "Oh, this got to be," and you have to drop what you're doing and tend to that. Like ain't no like that. That's just crazy to me. But so now I ain't and then growing up in it. Then I feel like, you're in a boy type of mindset, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't mature. By the time you start maturing emotionally, spiritually, mentally, it's no way you can agree with that type of organization and however you want to put it. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, most black people, when we talk about how the government did this and how the government did that, and, you know what I'm saying? And are we entitled to this, and that? You feel entitled to do crime. That's what that is. Because when you talk about gangs or organizations, they'll say, well, we got lawyers and we got doctors. And for the most part, it's criminal activity going on. It's drugs, it's organized crime. And then 9 times out of 10, if somebody violating your territory or what you got going on, then it's murder. So it just don't, ain't no way I could get down with that.
For sure. So when you see younger people now repping and joining gangs, or you even see the popularity even up to this day, your mind frame is gangs is something that should be done away with?
Off the top.
Okay.
And they don't get it. But it's because of the image that's being portrayed. It's just like with rappers. You looking at these rappers, they got the jewelry on, they got the car, it's just like growing up in the hood. We seen the dope boys who had the nice cars, and you not knowing what else comes behind that. You know what I'm saying? Then by the time you get in it, because it done reeled you in, then you like, dang, now years of your life and time and energy has been wasted. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. Yeah, of course, getting in the gangs or organizations, because people be thinking, they a family. Go on, get in there then and see what's going on.
Did you ever have any trouble, like from, I guess, other members or any? Did you have trouble leaving the gang?
Nah, that was a crazy thing when it came.
People say once you in, you
always in. But see, that's different that's the difference between organization and gangs. You know what I'm saying? Gangs that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Once you in it, you in it. Organization got ways of, if you want to leave. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be for legit reasons. That's why you can leave. One of the reasons. As far as GD goes, is spiritual purposes. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to pursue it and that's what you really want to do, you know what I'm saying? They have to honor that. So yeah, it is way, but a lot of times they don't they don't honor it. You know what I'm saying? Because you just using that as a loophole to get out. So a lot of times, even when you make that move, like I did, they'll monitor you for a certain amount of time before they even say, oh yeah, that's really what you want. So yeah,
for sure. Man, did you ever see when Quando Rondo, did you ever see when he tried to make it public that he was denouncing his flag?
Nah, I ain't see that one. Okay. I ain't see that one.
That's probably like 6 months ago. That's around the time that PNB Rock died.
Yeah.
So he
what, he supposed to be in a crib?
Yeah, he was a crib.
Yeah.
He's from Savannah, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess a friend of his had died, and then he went online on all sites and was like, man, I'm done with it. I'm dropping my flag, everything. Mm-hmm. But he got hella backlash and criticism from that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And it was probably from a lot of black people.
Of course, everybody.
I feel like when moves made like that, I feel like as a community, what we don't understand is we need to get behind them. Okay. Regardless of what we had a whole lot of other stuff going on, even probably before that. You know what I'm saying? He done had event after event after event after event after event. You know what I'm saying? Situation after situation. And at some point, of course, he's tired, he's scared. You know what I'm saying? And instead of beating up on, you know what I'm saying, our people when they are trying to, regardless of what the reason is, man, I feel like you should stand behind it, because then we lose another one, you know what I'm saying? Then, it's it's sad, this and that. Man, let him go.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, let him go.
So ultimately, from your opinion, gangs are a detriment to the black community.
Of course. It's no way they are. it's no way anybody can have a legit conversation and be honest and say that they have been a positive reinforcement, a power to be reckoned with on a positive level for any community across the nation. There's no way, because they're gonna be associated with death, crime, and murder. I mean, crime, murder, and drugs every time. It's no way, and you can't offset that by saying we do this for the kids. We go to the community leagues and we do this, but you sell dope, and if somebody ain't paying you in dope, you terrorizing folks, and if you go to extra length to terrorize in this murder, you cannot offset that.
No, sure.